I have never gone live before, so I'm trying it out. Let's see if it works for me. Well, there I am. So let me open it up. Okay, now you can see that. Okay.
Okay, now you can see that. Okay. Okay, now.
And I want the, see if somebody comes on. I have never gone live before. So let's see, my hands are there. I'm just stitching, and I thought, let's see what happens if I stitch on camera. I am working on my daughter's vessel, and maybe I need to, let's see if I can scan out. It's not letting me do it yet. Sorry for the jiggling. Let's see. I want to try to kind of, oops, I'm so sorry. Thank goodness there's not a soul here yet. Maybe if I raise the camera up, then you can see a little bit better. Yeah, I'm just doing some stitching, and I thought, let me go live and see what happens. So I'm just doing straight stitching, and I thought I would see if anybody joins me and they can see my stitching. I don't know if I will, like I said, I had never done a live. I tend to not watch very many lives, other than I will watch a live sale, but I tend to not watch anybody craft because they're very disorganized. And I don't mean to dish someone, but it's people are disorganized and they're searching for things. And I see some people have come in. Hi. So Perplets, this is so lovely, she says. And then Karen is here. So welcome, you guys. I am just doing some stitching, so I don't recognize you guys, but let me tell you what this is. So it's a quite big circular piece that this right here is old feed sack. And this is called slow stitching. And I will eventually put chicken wire on the back here so that it will be a large bowl. My daughter has a cabin in the mountains, and I thought I would make it for her that she can have it on the coffee table, and then they can throw the controllers for the TV in there and what have you. So this is yo-yos here. I mean, there's so much here. It just goes on and on. There's yo-yos. There's some beads here that I wrapped around. I have old lace. I have things from Italy. Let me grab a pokey tool. And oh, good. I'm so glad somebody's, they said I'm helping them speak English or learn English. I have buttons here. just cross stitches. This is an old hanky here with, these are called French knots here. Oh, this is a pretty little bird. It's a glass bird that my daughter gave me. Let's see, she loves the color. Carrie loves the color palette. I have needles and a bunch of embroidery thread. I just need to start experimenting. I love the look of anything embroidery in my journal projects. I do too. And so this is another little bead there with messy blank stitching. If you look here, there, that is an iris, and I just sewed this beautiful, like an ivory button there. I'm gonna bring it around over here. I've got some lace here. This is punching with wool thread. I'm gonna turn it around. I've got some beads here, some script fabric. This is a piece of napkin that I bought in France. These are called bullion knots. I did more French knots over here on that piece. Bringing it around to show you guys. This says handmade in Italian. This is a wooden, I don't have, oh, I do have some here. Let me show you guys. It's just a wooden little disc, and I wrapped fabric around it, and then I stitched it down. I've got another button here. And you know what? I realize now I may need to turn my camera so that it's long ways and you guys can see better. If I make you dizzy, I apologize. So look away for a minute and let me see if I can manage that and not make you guys dizzy. Like I said, this is my very first time going live. That didn't help. I need to do a little research on this. Sorry, I know you're probably like thinking, oh my gosh, she's driving us crazy. Anyway, I'll go back to where it is. So let's see. Another little wooden bead there. So anyway, oh, look at this pretty fabric here. Isn't that pretty? It's in French, and I just stitched it down. Oh, here I did some, what they're called bullion knots, and some beading. There's lace in the background. This is a different kind of texture here. And that's my dog. I'm so sorry. Fiona. So anyway, I just thought, you know what? Let me go live. A lot of people go live. Let me turn this around. And let's just do a little stitching and see what happens. So you guys let me know what you're up to. So let's see, how many people are here? Let's see if I can, only 4 people, but that's okay. It's my very first time. Welcome. I don't know, I just thought, I was sitting here watching somebody else craft, and it was a recorded video, and I thought to myself, you know what? Let me just go live and see how that works. You guys will have to tell me if, like, see, I'm turning it, and it's probably making you dizzy. I'm so sorry, but I feel like I need to do a a row this way. It's a challenge to look at the camera and the monitor and stuff. Oh, you guys, this is fun. Oh, I have to tell you, so I live in Arizona, and it is absolutely beautiful weather. I'm gonna close the door. Sorry, you guys. See, that is the reason I don't watch lives, because that drives me crazy, you know. Anyway, it was a Amazon driver. So I live in Arizona, and it was a beautiful day today. It had to be mid-70s, and I have a beautiful orange tree in my yard. And oh gosh, I've created a knot here. I've got a gorgeous lemon tree and an orange tree in my yard. And I was mentioning to some friends that all my oranges really need to be picked, because you want your oranges before they bloom for the next crop. You want all the old ones off of the tree. And I got a message from one of my friends and said, can we come over and pick oranges? I said, absolutely. Oh boy, that was a hot mess. And probably 20 people came over and helped me pick all of my oranges off of my tree. And they weren't able to get up at the very top. And, but that's fantastic. Hopefully I can hire somebody to come and help me get the top, like a landscaper or so. So, yeah. So thank you, Karen, for saying that you can see. Karen, let's see, who was it? It's ZEPHYYR. You said I was helping you learn English. Where do you live? What country do you live in? I'm interested to know. What is your native language? What is your, as they say, your mother tongue? You know what the problem is? I was being impatient, and my wool thread is way too long, and that is why it's getting twisted. I didn't want to have to rethread, and it's making for a little bit of a headache. So, oh, hi, Anne. Oh, my friend Anne joined in. Hello. Anne, this is my very first time ever going live. Ever, ever, ever. I was watching Rachel, and I was just listening to her craft, and I saw the live button on my video, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to press that and see what happens. See if I can go live and see if anybody joins me. So yeah, Anne is one of my dear, dear friends. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm working on my daughter's vessel here for the cabin. I don't know if it will be done by the time I have my retreat, but I'm hoping. So I'm just doing straight stitching. And I was telling people that, uh, Ann knows I live in Arizona. And I had mentioned yesterday when I was with a group of ladies that my orange tree needed to have all the oranges picked off of it. And because before it blooms, you need to have all that old fruit picked off. And I got a text message, and like, I don't know, 10 women with all of their kids came over and helped me pick all of my oranges. And, I had them, I said, you guys take them home. And I have a beautiful lemon tree. Literally, my lemons are this big, they're huge. Indulge me for just a minute. I'm going to go grab one of those lemons because you guys will not believe how big it is. Look at the size of that lemon. Now, that is the palm of my hand. That is how big that lemon is. And it's so juicy. I made lemon bars yesterday, and they were delicious. Anne, can you hear me okay? How is the sound? Like I said, this is the first time I've ever gone live, so it's all an experiment at this point. Trial and error. Let me know if you can hear me. And I'm right-handed, so I have to turn it around to go to stitch the other way. So I apologize if it's making you guys dizzy. Remember, this is just an old feed sack. Oh, good. I'm so glad you can hear me. Yes, I'm hoping to have it done at the retreat, Anne, because wait till you see the coffee table that's at my daughter's home. Her husband's father built this coffee table, and it is from a tree trunk, and it is massive. And he finished it, and I mean, it's just stunning. And so it's because it's such a huge, big piece of furniture, it needs something big on the table to kind of break it up. And so, like I said, I will hopefully get this finished at some point, and then they will be able to just toss, the TV controllers and what have you in it. And yeah, I don't know. So, Anne, you're going to have to be very, very honest with me about this live. If you think I'm doing okay, should I scrap these? Anne watches my channel, and I think I just recently looked. I have 400 videos up, and they're mostly paper crafting videos. There's some sewing videos, but mostly it's paper crafting. And is this going to go through, or am I going to? You know what I did, and is I definitely used too much thread. I didn't want to have to rethread the needle, and so I've got too much here, and that's why it's getting all tangled up. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's what the problem is. I don't want a big old knot in it. Let's see, how lag are you go when stem 4? I'm not sure what that means, Karen. I apologize, dear. As this gets shorter, it won't tangle quite so much. So what are you guys working on? Is anybody crafting along with me? Are you guys sewing? I literally looked before I went live. I Googled how to go live and watch comments. And I read one small little blurb on how to do it. And then I hit the live button and that was it. So that's why it's probably a little bit goofy. I will have to go back and watch it afterwards and see if this whole live thing is my cup of tea. Like I said, I've got close to 400 videos. I've had my channel for 5 years, and I film them and then I edit them because 9 times out of 10, I say the wrong word. I will say, that's a square when it really is a rectangle. So I have to do some voiceovers sometimes, and yeah. Karen, I don't understand you, lovey. DROD? I don't know. Is it cold where you're at, Anne? Every once in a while, my sister will send me a video. Of outside by her house. Anne lives probably only about, is it 20 minutes, 25 minutes from my sister's. Hi, Beverly. Beverly, it's my very first time going live. I thought, yeah, I was watching Rachel's video and I looked up at the video and I saw the live button and I thought, you know what? I'm going to go live and see how it is. I never have before. And I thought, let's just see what happens. So, yes, and Amy's here. Amy's one of my subbies too. Hi, Amy. Yes. Oh, so I'm going to show it again because it's so massive. I was talking about my lemon tree. Okay, so that's my palm of my hand. That's the size of my lemons on my tree. It's massive. It's like unbelievable, and they are so juicy. I actually made lemon bars yesterday. So now let me ask you this. Should I bring the camera in closer or what? Give me your advice. Give me the down and dirty. Let me know. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe that would be inappropriate. But let me know. What do you guys think? Oh, I had to shut the door because Fiona saw the Amazon Prime guy drive by, and she went crazy. And so I had to shut the door because otherwise she was barking too much. So I was saying I usually don't go live. Well, not that. See, I say the wrong thing. I have never gone live before, ever. And it is rare that I will watch a live video, especially with people crafting. And the main reason is they 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 can't make a decision on what they're doing. And so they're digging around trying to find things, and there are way too many videos that I subscribe to that I like to watch, in which somebody is teaching me something. So I don't have time to watch somebody try to make a decision on what they're going to put down on a piece of paper. So I'm just doing straight stitching, and just as one of my good friends who was a nurse that I worked with, she used to always say, yep, and we're just yammering. I mean, talking a lot. So let's see. Anne says, oh, Beverly, yes, Fiona, that's my sweet little dog. She's so sweet. I tried to zoom in, Anne, with, with your fingers. Oh, there. There it went. Did I make you guys dizzy? Please forgive me. Have mercy on me. So, those of you that don't know, I said on my channel one day that a lady yelled at me for saying the word grab too much. I was pulling signatures together for a journal. And so I was picking out the papers for the journal. And so I said, well, let me just grab this one and let me grab this one. And I guess I must have said it too many times, but she yelled at me. She, I mean, by chat, by commenting, she said, oh, something like, you just grab, grab, grab. Well, I didn't know quite what she meant. And I wrote her back, because I try to write back to every single person that comments on my video. Because I figure if they take the time to comment, then I should, respect their time and answer them back. And 99.9% of the people are very kind, but I said, I don't understand what you mean by grab, grab, grab. She said something like, obviously, you're not aware how many times you say the word grab. And so it is now a running joke on my channel where people will say, oh, I was able to grab that journal you had for sale. Or, oh, I have to look, because now there was somebody else that said something really funny and it made me laugh. I was going to say it in the next video. It was a gal by the name of Stephanie. She said, one person said, if grab is the worst 4-letter word you use, then you're doing pretty good. Let's see. I know there was somebody that said something really funny. What did she say? I know it was Steph. I think she just kept saying, something. Every time she writes a comment, she says, well, I grabbed your channel, or, whatever. But anyway, it was funny. Yes, if grab is the worst four-letter word you use, then you're doing good. So, oh, you are absolutely right, Beverly. And you guys have heard me say before, and there's some of you that don't know me, but the people that know my channel, my son is autistic, and he works at a grocery store in the deli section. And he, when I ask him sometimes, how was work, dear? And he'll say, well, it was okay, Mom, but I was moving too slow for this one gentleman, and he started yelling at me. And I almost feel like, even though my son wouldn't want it, I almost feel like I wish he had a little button or on his name tag that says, I'm autistic, I'm on the spectrum, I'm doing the best I can. But I know he wouldn't want that. But I just told him, I said, well, honey, I said, you never know what somebody is going through. I'm going to turn this over again. I'm right-handed, so I have to go from right to left. I said, honey, you never know what somebody is going through. Maybe he just found out his wife has cancer, or maybe he just found, he lost his job or something like that. You never know what somebody's going through. Just be kind to them, and thank them for allowing you to serve them, and just kind of brush it off, because honey, I said, that's part of life. There's, and I'm sure I've been mean in my life. I was short with someone at some point in my career, and I didn't mean to be, but maybe I was having a bad day. So, you just have to kind of brush it off and move on. I could really twist that lady's undies if she heard me sometimes. Oh, oh, what is that saying? Don't get your panties in a wad. I love that. Oh, Amy, that's funny. Oh. Yeah, this project, I have been working on it for close to a year, and my daughter, she's so funny. So she actually went ahead and bought some things to go into the center of the table, and I was working on this earlier, and she's like, what are you doing, Mom? I said, oh, I'm working on your bowl for your coffee table. And I said, I know you went ahead and already bought something to go in it. She said, well, because I didn't know how long it was going to take you. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's because I'm busy making, journals, and just, I love sewing, but I think I almost love paper crafting more. I don't know. You know what journal I'm going to make next? I don't know if I told you guys this. I am going to make another 6-fold journal. and I think you have one of them, but I'm going to make one, and I'm going to use Medieval Mirage's kit again, the garden kit, and but I'm going to make it smaller than the previous ones. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to scale it down smaller so that just for something different. Just to make something different. Hey, do you guys know what piano hinged journal is? Have you ever heard of that? I want to make one of those. A piano hinged journal. You use dowels to hinge the pages. Yes, and I think you got one of my first ones that I made. So, yeah. And then I know my friend Carol bought one. I'm trying to pull my stuff together for taxes. You don't know what it is, Amy? You know who did a video on it is Lori from Piles of Paragraph. She did a tutorial on it and she explained it very well. And so I'm going to watch her tutorial and try to make one. And so I guess this is going to be my slow stitch Saturday for tomorrow. I didn't film a regular video. So, yeah. This is going to be my slow stitch. We'll see. Maybe I need a moderator. Steph, there she is. There's my other good friend. Oh my gosh, my peeps are coming in. Stephanie, this is my very first time to ever go live. I thought, let's see how it goes. Let's see if I can do it. And I was telling everybody, I literally Googled how to go live on YouTube and watch comments, and I pressed the buttons and went live, and that's it. Yeah, Amy, watch Piles of Paragraph, her video. She does a pretty good job. She doesn't always post a lot of videos, but the ones she does are very good. They're well put together. And yeah. Do you see how now that I have shortened this thread, it's not getting as tangled up? And then I'm going to have to think about what else do I need to add to it. Thank you, Steph. Do you know what? I talked about your funny comment about the word grab. About you saying, if that's the worst four-letter word you say, then you're doing great. I just, when I read that, it made me laugh so hard. It was so funny. I don't know if I'm gonna, there's somebody that showed how to tie a knot when it's short like that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get one more knot in there. I don't want it to come apart. However, this back side, where's my, I've got a needle threader here. Where was my train of thought? Oh yeah, so there's going to be something back here stitched, so it probably shouldn't unravel, but I'm just a little bit nervous, so I'm going to try to do one more knot. Yeah, it was so funny, Steph. I tell you, some of the comments that I get are just, they crack me up. They're just, you guys keep me entertained, that's for sure. All right, that's going to have to be like that. Actually, you know what I saw someone do one time? Let me grab another piece of just another needle. I've got my pin cushion here, and I'm just going to tack this down so it doesn't come undone. Just couch, it's called couching down, and you just, and because this is slow stitching, it doesn't matter what it looks like on the other side that I'm doing this. It will just look like messy stitching, which is what slow stitching is basically. Come on. There we go. Now that's not going to come loose. So see, that added a little bit there. Yeah. Yeah. Karen, bless your heart, I just don't understand what you're writing. Okay, I've got some more empty spots. And let's see what else we can put there. Oh, by the way, Anne, this fuzzy cotton tape, I'm only showing the blue because that's what this is. I put a bunch of it in your package. So I couldn't remember if I had sent you any of this before. I love working with it, with my journals, my slow stitching. I will take a piece of it, and you can see here I slow stitched it on here. I will take a piece of it, cut it, and then just glue it over a page, and it will be a nice tab. So yes, I sent you a bunch of that, Anne. Let's see, what else can we do? We could put another one of these on. I was showing the girls earlier. So this is one of these here. They're just circular wooden things, and I wrapped fabric around it and then stitched it down. But I have one there, and I've got some of these here that I stitched down. You know what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of lace all along here. Look at that pretty bird. I'm going to just stitch a little bit of lace there, and I've got some right here. A friend of mine gave me this. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not in camera view. Let's just undo some of it. And what I do is I just overlap it several times, so I'll lay it down because this does not have anything here. This is still just the, what's that stuff called? There's a specific name for this stuff. I don't have it on the back, but it's kind of a funny name, but I can't remember what it's called. for some reason, moon cloth has come into my mind, but it's not that. But anyway, that's an empty spot. So I'm going to just make sure I'm in camera, right? So I just laid it down and I brought a thread up, and then I'm going to just bend it back on itself and then go down through and then back up and then bend it back again so that it kind of makes a little bit of a ruffle. And did you book your flight yet? You see how that just covers that up and adds a little bit more texture, a little bit more dimension. We love that, don't we, guys? And I didn't cut it in advance because I didn't know how much I would need. My son's at work right now. And so he kind of got his schedule changed this week, so he doesn't get off until 10 p.m. So I haven't had to worry about making dinner. I try to make him dinner when he's working because he works so hard, and so. Oh, you made it! Yay! I'm so excited that I get to meet you. Hey, if anybody else wants to come to my retreat, I have a couple of spots open. Steph, Beverly, Amy, come on. It would be fun. I think I told you guys that I have had the opportunity to go to Gail Augustinelli's retreat for the last 3 years. However, she's not having one this year because where she has the retreat, it's quilting house, quilting retreat house. And the lady that owns it has been quite sick. So she is not renting out the retreat house. So Gail doesn't have a place for it to have one. And I'm really disappointed because I've gone 3 years in a row, and the gals that go to it, I sometimes only see them once a year at the retreat, and they're all absolutely lovely women, just lovely. And I feel sad that I'm not going to get to see them this year. So I know. So that's that, and I'm going to tie that off, and then I'll show it to you guys. And I'm just trying to fill in spots. I think I told you guys my daughter She doesn't have a poker face. When she originally saw it, me work on it, she's like, oh, that's nice, Mom. And I'm like, I don't think she's got the vision for it yet. I think it's going to be nice once it's all done. Okay. So, and what I always do, I always have quick tips for you guys. What I do is I just go ahead and put another knot at the end of my thread. I did a video on this. I showed you guys, I've got more thread that fell here. I did a video on making this pin cushion, so it's always on my desk. And if I have leftover thread, I go ahead and leave it on there, especially something like this color that's a crew. And then all I have to do is just kind of grab it. Ooh, I said the word grab. And continue sewing. So anyway, so I've got that there. And then let's trim this. And then I'm going to show you up close. Let's see, make sure I'm in the camera view. Yeah, there, right there. So do you see how that just kind of covered it up? Oh, it almost looked like the bird is sitting on that lace. Yeah. Okay, now what? I've been on here 51 minutes. Oh my heavens. How about some suggestions, guys? What do you think? Oh, look, here's an empty spot here. I've got to put something there. Ooh. I think I'm done with the fuzzy cotton tape. What I do is I have these little containers that, let me see them, but they snap. And so when I'm working on a project like this, like there's all my silk ribbons and there's a bunch of threads, and they I think I got it at Joann's. And then I've got this, it will snap on, and here's some other threads and more threads, and they all snap together. And then that way, if I need to take it somewhere, I just have to grab the handle, this one here. It's really nice, and take it and go wherever. Okay, let's see. I really should do some silk embroidery. I'm not very good at it though. I've got a lot here. I wish I was better at it, but I probably shouldn't do that on camera. Let's see here. Well, maybe I should just end this video. It's been on for 50 minutes. Let's see if I can bring you in closer. Yeah, it's been on 50 minutes. I've been on 50 minutes. I just wanted to come on and show you real quick my progress. Oh, look at this. Look at how fun that is. So I took this stuff that is, see, I got sidetracked. I took some of this stuff, and I think I got this at Fleur Wood's class. It's twisty, kind of a fiber. And what I did is I just rolled it up into a ball, circular, and started couching that down. And then I ran it all through here, again, couching it down. And then instead of putting a button on like you normally would, where you would not be able to see these threads, I put the thread through and left it up and then went underneath and I tied the thread in a knot. And then I did that a couple of times and it just makes for a little bit different kind of way to attach a button. Oh, look at this glass heart too. I added that today. That was different. So yeah, I probably should end this video. Gosh, you guys, this was fun. I might do a live again. I don't know. We'll see. Look, and I painted my nails too. Anyway, I love each and every one of you. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your love. You guys are just the best. You're my friend. You're my friend. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.